What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel.
It's your boy Xavier. You know what time it is.
And it's your girl, Nikkida.
And welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that sub button. Drop a like if you're new. As we approach the end of the year, we haven't done one of these type of videos in a long time.
It has been a very long time.
It's been a while.
Sit down.
So we are going to do a Q&A, more of like a hot seat type Q&A. Ask some, I guess, like crazier questions than we typically would answer on camera. Just to kind of figure out how, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of get the little nitty gritty, the little spicier questions.
Of course.
Do a little check-in before the year ends to see where we're at.
Exactly. Like, the end of the year is near. So I feel like it's very important in a relationship to sit down and discuss these things and reflect every year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely reflect. And yo, we got, like I said, we got some spicier questions that we're gonna answer. Probably, you know, we've been together for quite a while, so it might be interesting. It might get a little hot, it might get too spicy, but I mean, shit, grab a snack, grab a drink. Let us know in the comment section down below what you guys are snacking on. Let me know down below what you guys are snacking on, why you guys are watching this. And yo, let's not waste our time. Let's jump right in to question number 1.
So you guys, we actually generated some questions. I should mention that. And the rule for this was you cannot interrupt. So as I'm answering, you can't interrupt and be like, no, but
okay,
like,
so
know?
basically you're telling me that I gotta shut up when you're talking.
Exactly, and vice versa.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. That's right. So question number 1. Right. What's something that I do that gives you the biggest ick, but you've learned to tolerate it?
Ooh, the biggest ick.
Ick is a strong word to be using.
Ick is a very strong word.
Because if I'm giving an ick at this stage, I don't know, that's kind of crazy. But go ahead though.
You do give a little bit of an ick.
Okay, so what's the ick then? Because now I'm curious.
All right. So I would say something that kind of is an ick that you do. There's 2 that comes to mind, but I'll just go with the
2. Okay.
1. Like
no, go off.
You're not supposed to be interrupted.
Okay, my fault.
You see, this is why it was a rule.
Go off.
All right. So I would say it's like your loudness. Like, sometimes you're a little, I know, guys, I get it, he's a man, so sometimes people be like, men are supposed to be, like, a certain way, but he's very loud, like, with the littlest, stupidest things, like, when he brushes his teeth, he, like, why are you making all that noise?
I don't know a guy that brushes his teeth, that goes to brush your tongue and doesn't do that.
It's too loud, it's so obnoxious. You do very obnoxiously loud things, like, move thing, open the door, like you're just such a loud individual with the way that you move that it's just like it gives me the ick, especially when you make those noises. So that's my first one. Should I go with the second one?
Yeah, go on with the second one.
Really?
I'll give you go. You said you had 2 because now I'm curious to know what the second one was.
All right. So my second ick, I don't know how to word this without making like I gotta word this kind of carefully, but I feel like it's like just like how I don't want to say argumentative. It's not that. It's like when you're passionate about something. Okay, guys, when Xavier's passionate about something, it can be any little thing. It can be the tiniest thing. He gets a little dramatic sometimes. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, you guys see him how he reacts to like pranks, and he's dramatic. He's a dramatic kind of guy. And I feel like sometimes it just gives me the ick, like chill. Like, you know, just keep calm, keep cool, keep composure. Like, not everything needs to be so like, you get it?
No, yeah, I guess if that's what you want to say.
Those are my icks.
Okay, so my ick, I mean, I feel like those aren't really icks.
Yeah, they're calm.
They're calm, but whatever. I think for me, my biggest ick is...
Whoa! Why did you have to young like that? That's really crazy.
Nah, my biggest ick...
I feel like I know what you're going to say.
What do you think?
Go.
What do you think I'm going to say?
Go.
What do you think I'm going to say? I'm just curious. What do you think I'm going to say?
Like when I don't get like my feet done, my toes done, my nails done, like when I don't like, you know, I let them grow out.
So, yo, I'm going to say this, because obviously I'm going to keep it mad respectful, but...
Mad respectful?
No, but
careful.
I'm going to say...
Like,
no.
Okay, let me follow the rules.
Yeah.
Let me follow the rules.
Nah, my biggest ick, if you want me to be honest with you, is just how often you you do your like your maintenance. So for example, right, you'll do your eyelashes, right, and obviously for those who don't know what eyelashes is, but you'll get like the eyelashes things put in,
Extensions.
the eyelash extensions put in, but you've never booked a refill. You literally wait until it's a full set. You will literally wait until your eyelash is giving the middle finger before you book another, like a full, and at that point it's not even a refill. It's a full set. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of don't really like that, because it's like, I want to know that I'm with somebody that takes pride in like
getting their eyelashes.
Just not even just like getting their eyelashes done,
nails.
but just try to like always look good for their partner. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
you heard that?
just like I said,
Are you trying to say that I don't look good?
no, I'm not saying that you don't look good. You look amazing, but I do wish that you took a little bit more pride in those things. You shouldn't wait until it's giving middle fingers before you know what I'm saying? I just think that's a little weird to me. Obviously, I get it. You're a new mom. I've given you your grace, but he's about to be 2 years old now. So like, are you really like, yeah?
Oh, you're going hot like that.
I'm just saying.
You're getting hot like that.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right.
You feel me? But
okay.
I'm gonna just leave it there because
You know what, guys? That's cool, because you know what? It was giving me the ick as well. All right, and I've already put it in my resolutions to be sure this year that I keep my maintenance on schedule. You know, no more excuses. No more. I gotta keep stay with baby. I'm just gonna get up and do it. Like, look, we already starting. Fresh set. You should see my toes.
nah, I
Eyelashes a little right now.
But to sum it up, at the end of the day, even when you don't get your eyelashes done, you're still the most beautiful girl to me.
Thank you.
But it's just something that I want to see you take a little bit more pride in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely will.
But moving on to question number.
So are you gonna stop making all those crazy noises though?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to tone it down. I mean, I was taught you know what? It's okay. We're not even gonna get into it. But
Okay.
but anyways,
You're
if
gonna
it's,
have to tell me that off camera. I
yeah,
wouldn't need to know
if
you
it's
were
an ick,
taught.
it's an ick. I'll try to work on it. But
Alright.
question number 2. Be honest. Have you ever stayed quiet about something just to keep the peace instead of telling me the truth? If so, what was it?
Ooh.
You've done that
All the time.
All the time. I can
All
probably give you
the
like
time.
10 situations that you've just chose to keep the peace.
Oh, I chose to.
Yeah, you chose to keep the peace.
Listen, you guys, I just feel like, in a relationship, for a relationship to work, sometimes
You have to turn the other cheek.
you have to turn the other cheek. What my mom always says is see blind,
Here and there.
hear and deaf, okay?
Which I'll say this doesn't always work.
It does not always work.
But-
you gotta know when to approach a situation if something's becoming a little too much, or it's starting to really affect
But
you.
You see, the thing
gotta
is,
say something.
we're so different.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, like you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good at like, for example, I tend to leave my clothes in the
Wherever
bathroom,
it is.
on the bathroom on the ground. After I go in
Yeah.
the shower, I get out the shower, I'll leave my clothes on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And that, you know how sometimes like, you know, your partner could do something and it's irritating.
Yeah.
It's just seriously irritating. She's really good at like not saying anything.
Yeah.
She could like, we'll use the same example. She could leave her clothes in the bathroom, and like if I see it, I immediately, I can't wait until 2 weeks later to now. So I have to say something immediately.
That's the passionate side I was
You know what I'm
telling
saying?
you. That's the
Yeah,
little
I get really
impassionate
like,
that I was telling
I
you
get
about.
really like triggered.
The dramaticness. It's okay.
But do you have a situation that you could think of?
Specifically, no. But like you just said, like for example, he will like his socks, something that he literally just takes off, and wherever the sock comes off, the sock goes down to the ground right in that same spot. And it's something that I'm like, whew, you know? Irritating, but I don't bring it up, because if I bring it up, I'm gonna bring it up every single day. And then if you bring it up every single day, you're nagging.
So that's the thing.
So at that point, you're gonna get irritated with me.
So I'm a nagger. I mean, I feel like, I mean, it is fair.
You said it, not
maybe
me.
you could call me a nagger, but I like things done a particular way.
100%.
You know
But
what I'm
sometimes
saying?
people, you know, you never know where your mental health is that day. Or or like, you know, maybe you're tired from the gym and you just really like, you're just having that one-off day. So I'm not going to speak on your one-off day. You see day 2 and 3 now. Or day 3 to 4. Now I'm going to have to be like, okay, babe, I done picked up about 3 socks already. 3 pairs, not just socks. That's 6 socks in total. So at this point now, I'm gonna have to say something, but like, babe, you're leaving the socks all over the place. You gotta pick them up.
Yeah, but so here's mine. I'll tell you. So for example, I've done this a few times where like, yo, I'll do the laundry, right? I'll take out the garbage. I'll do a lot of the, you know, the stuff that I feel like a man should do, even though I'm not gonna say that. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Be careful now.
No, I'll do like this stuff. Like I'll take out the garbage. I don't want my wife going out and you know to do the garbage. That's not a woman's job. That's I take pride in doing those little, you know, the dirty work around the house. I take a lot of pride in that. I'm not saying this is a woman's job because I don't really feel like there's, you know, when you share your life with somebody, I believe in equality to a certain degree. I do feel like there are some stuff that a man should take pride in doing, and you know, there's some stuff that we could do together, but there's some stuff that like
women can do.
That women could do, but men could also do, and vice versa. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But yo, when I do the laundry, I'll go upstairs, I'll do the laundry, I'll grab the laundry, I'll put it washer, dryer, bring it back down. Right? That could be annoying sometimes. You feel me? When it comes down, sometimes you don't always put it away right away. You don't jump on it to put it away to make sure these clothes get put away. Like I said, this is something that we could both do. However, I just went up, washer, dryer, brought them back down. You know what I'm saying? So I did a little bit of work. Right? And I feel like when it comes down, I feel like that should be your time to say, okay, you know what? He took pride in making sure it got done. Let me jump on it. Let me fold them up, put them away. You could even fold them and say, okay, but here, I'm folding them up. As I fold them up, you just go ahead and put them in their respective places. As I tell you, but whatever. Sometimes you don't do that. And like, it really triggers me because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want these clothes piling up. I'm tired. I just went up and down 2-3 times. So sometimes that does trigger me a little bit, and I choose not to say anything, and I'll go up and down, do the whole thing, and I'll just start putting them away myself. But I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, you could jump in and help a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I do put the laundry away, but we have to also remember, it's not that I'm not trying to put the laundry away, it's that something comes up. Maybe I'm watching Zion, maybe something comes up, I have to be doing this, I have to be doing that. I feel like mom brain, I'd be doing 20,000 things at once, or thinking about 20,000 things at once.
Which is fair.
So sometimes I'm like, that might just have to wait until after I cook dinner, or that might just have to wait until tomorrow.
Which is fair, but I'm all about.
I get it.
I'm all about getting it done.
I know he is very much about getting it done.
Getting it done, but
I'm more of the one to be kind of like, all right, like nothing's urgent, nothing's catastrophic. Let's just.
But for me, it's all about trying to, you know, find a way to.
This is just where our personality is not.
I'm very much like, yo, you give me a task, I try to get to it right away.
Yeah, and I'm more like, give me the task. I'll figure it out in my schedule at some point in time. If it's not important, urgent things are going to get put top. Unurgent things are going to get put down. If you get laundry downstairs at night and then got to put Zion to sleep, guess what? Laundry's going to get done, folded and put away tomorrow because it's time for Zion to sleep. That is more important than putting away laundry. So that's just me. And you would be like, no. Like, before Zion goes to sleep, let's get that laundry.
Yeah, because I'm all about trying to create, you know, like, I try not to like run from like the hard work, and I don't like to give myself more work at another time. If I could just be extra tired tonight and have a little bit more of a peaceful morning because I already did, then you know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to wake up and have to jump right to dishes or putting away laundry. You want to know that you took the extra time late night to get it done so that you can have a little bit more of a peaceful morning. But that's my
love. Yeah. And I feel like this is something that we should mention in this situation. This is how you can see how me and him are 2 different people. And instead of making it, we try to do, instead of making us a clash with each other, we're still working on it, on trying to make it where we blend, like, this is his way, this is our way, let's find a balance. You know, he needs this, I might be a little bit more like this, let's try to get it like this.
Anyways, moving on. Question number 3. Do you think I would still choose you if someone better came along? Why or why not?
Ooh.
That's a very tough question. I'm gonna let you go first.
Tough question.
Nah, a tough question in the sense where it's like
crazy question.
Crazy
Okay,
question.
all right.
That's a crazy question.
All right.
But I'm gonna let you answer first. And listen.
Think about this.
But be 100 though. Be 100 and just be true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I want an authentic, because I kind of feel like I know your answer, but go ahead though. Go off, as they would say.
Well, I wouldn't.
Why though?
I feel like, and it's not just about time. Like, time is not the only essence on why you would spend something with somebody. We've grown so much together, and I feel like a part of our journey and not dealing with somebody like better is like we are literally people that have been together since we were kids and I've gotten to see you grow. I've seen your bad, I've seen your good, I've seen your mistakes, I've seen you grow from your mistakes. I feel like we've like you know how they say build character, like something's experience build character. I feel like as a unit, our experiences built a relationship character. You get what I mean?
For sure.
I feel like we've gone through our ups and our downs. You've gone through your personal ups and downs. I've gone through my personal ups and downs. And yes, there's always better. There's always going to be better. And anyway, there's always going to be somebody that is better looking than you. There's always going to be somebody that's richer than you. There's always going to be somebody that's, you know, taller than you or whatever the hell it is. But I feel like that is not enough to take something that you've built brick by brick and be like, okay, you know what? This brick is already
Because
built.
you know what J. Cole says, ain't no such thing as a life that's better than yours.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's kind of...
That's my answer.
That's a great answer. I like that answer. And that kind of goes to my point as well. So I wouldn't choose somebody over you if someone else better came along. The reason for that is because I feel like I've spent so much time, like I said, we were little kids, you know what I'm saying? We went from like we got our first credit cards almost together, you know what I'm saying? Like built credit together, you know, had a child together.
Had first jobs together.
First job. We worked, fun fact, we've worked pretty much every single job together since we were like 16 and 17. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I wouldn't choose somebody better if they came along. The reason for it is because I feel like I'm not perfect, you're not perfect. I wouldn't be able to live with myself to watch you get to like the final form, peak Nikkida, the Nikkida that like God created you to be. I'm not saying that you're not that now, but
I'm not.
getting to that like peak performance, the version of you that you've always dreamed of, and not being able to be there to celebrate with you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to like have to watch that from a distance. I want to be there to help encourage that and be a part of the reason why you're at that level. So, you know, when you like fall in love with your best friend, you like the love is so genuine that like I would never want to have to sit on the sidelines and watch you become that and give that to somebody else. I'm too selfish of a person to be able to like watch you love someone else, if that makes sense. I'm way too like stingy. Like I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not, you know, feel me? But no, I wouldn't be able to move on.
To summarize what he said, guys.
They're not done.
There ain't nothing better than me, honey. I'm joking.
Okay, question number 4. What's the most insecure thought you've had about yourself in this relationship?
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a crazy question.
That's a question I probably want to take a shot to. I don't know if that's something that YouTube's even ready to hear, to be honest.
I don't know. But I mean, there are some, okay.
Damn, let me see if I can read that again.
There are some, okay. It says, what's the most insecure thought you've had about yourself in this relationship? Okay, let me whisper mine first to you.
You want to whisper it?
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Okay, so we both whispered our little insecurities. We both said we can share it with y'all. All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
So one of my insecurities throughout the relationship that I've always thought about was, I know it's a little hard to say, but like, I always thought like, yo, I might not have, okay, look, I'm gonna keep it real, okay? When you're like not the most confident, right? And I'm gonna tell you, like as a man, when you obtain a bad bitch, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's very difficult to, and this was in the beginning, it was very difficult for me to like wrap my head around the idea that I was with somebody that was very desired by people aside from me, right? And mind you, this is not just like your typical guys. You got guys with a little bit more clout than me, a little bit more money, maybe a little bit more muscular, like many different guys. And like, you know, you get insecure that like out of 365 days, she'll choose you every single day. You feel me? And I was very insecure about that for a very, very long time because I always felt like I wasn't the best person not just in general, but specific to you, I always felt like, what if there was somebody better? And I always tried to like work extra hard to like, you know, go a little over the top in certain things just to like, you know, and that's why, and I'll tell you, that's why I always try to, you know, keep my hair cut or, you know, get my hair done, you know, because I always want like, if there were to ever be a situation, you could sit back and like, look and you could be like, okay, there are some, you know, decent guys out there, but when I look at my man over the course of a decade, I think I'm all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you could have somebody, you could leave your good to find better, and then when you find out that better wasn't good, your good would have found better. It's like an analogy I've heard on TikTok. You guys probably heard it. But that was something that I was always very insecure about because I was like...
I feel like that's why you asked the last question. You were like, really, I guess there is somebody better. Okay.
Yeah, but so you know what I'm saying? So that was like something that would really bother me because like, yo, like I said, for any man that's dating an extremely beautiful girl, like a bad bitch, like it comes with a lot of... Pretty girls don't want an insecure man. I'm gonna tell you like that. When they want to go out, I'll tell you, ooh, this hurts, but back in the day, whenever she would go, I would always argue with her. Anytime she told me she wanted to go out, nigga, I would be sweating. I did not like her going out because, yo, like I said, go to the club. She's pretty, like I know that. And, okay, I'm not gonna say that, but she's pretty and I know when she goes out, niggas just want my girl. Group of girls, but they just want mine. You know what I'm saying? They just want mine. They're before them, but they all talk to mine. You feel me? So that always bothered me. And mind you, we were young, so it was like, yo, that just, long story short, I was insecure about that. I'm not as insecure because you've chosen me and you've made me feel like the best man on earth for over a decade. So I love you for that. But that was something that was something I was very insecure about. But yeah, that's mine.
Sweet. But yeah, you ain't gotta worry about that.
No, you've reassured me enough for sure.
Yeah, unless you fumble.
Nah, I never do that.
All right, so for me, my biggest insecurity in our relationship has actually been more recent. So I feel like becoming a mom, as Xavier mentioned, you know, your girl was always looking the sweetest. Okay,
that's how we had the kid, because right before the baby, she was, hey.
Your girl was always looking, you know, her part. And I feel like becoming a mom is like humbling. I've always been humble. Let me not say that. I've always been humble, like with whenever. And no one can tell me that I was an humble person. But I just feel like becoming a mom now, the weight gain, I'm like 30 pounds heavier than I normally am. The lack of sleep I feel like shows in my eyes.
But you always look beautiful. Even look at her now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I look a little less.
But it's crazy because, yo, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. But listen, I have some people that I've seen that are not parents. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Don't look as half as good as us.
I appreciate
so, and more specifically you. And like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. Everyone is beautiful in God's eyes. But I gotta give my girl her flowers because, yo, she's a mother. And, yo, I'm telling you, she's bad. You feel me? So it's like, yo, you might feel insecure, but I'm telling you, you really don't have no reason to be insecure.
I appreciate
You really don't, because...
But I'll be honest, as you say, it's in the eye of the beholder. Me, personally,
you gotta feel it for yourself.
I gotta feel it for myself. So, like, you know, the stretch marks, like, I'm getting over that. But, like, just those little things, I feel like, you know, you put in work for your body. You've done a few things. You guys know, like, it's not a secret. I've had lipo before. I've done, like, you know, my little 1-2 to get myself where I want to be. And then now it's like, woo.
And if you're not a parent, if you've never had kids, trust me, you love your kid more than anything. 100%. But after you think about loving your kid, then you think about yourself. You're like, oh, like, you know, like, and I always tell her, the reason I go to the gym a lot nowadays, and I just want to make sure that, like, I'm the best version of, like I said before, for myself, but not only for myself, is to also impress my girl every single day, and also give my son someone to look up to. But, you know, everyone's journey is different. I support her. I'm there. I tell her that she's beautiful always. I always give her flowers, but she has to feel it for herself. And that's the only way it'll ever get to be something that people will feel your confidence.
Yeah, but 2026 Nikkida, she's coming back.
I mean, she never left. But Moving on.
And moving on. And guys, we will try not to, because we got a lot of questions here.
We're going to try not to ramble.
Yeah, we're not going to ramble.
Because, as you can see, these are some pretty deep questions.
Yeah.
But the next question, who do you think has more power in the relationship, and when did you realize it? Ooh. I'm not gonna lie. I guess this is not like a take turns kind of answer. We can just kind of both answer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I have a little bit more power in the relationship. But I'm not saying...
Really?
Yeah, I'm not... I don't want to sound toxic, but I think I have a little bit more power in the relationship because you're very laid back. Nikkida is not an argumentative type of person. No. Nikkida is the type to avoid arguments anyhow she wants.
I'm passive.
She's very passive.
Yeah.
And a quick scenario as to how I know, not to say I have more power, but my bike, for example, you feel me? Like that's I won't even get into it because she hates the bike more than anything. But the bike shows me that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't want me to get that shit.
No, but you kind of just got that shit.
I just got that shit. But
okay, to be honest, I actually think that I have more power in this
Really?
I do.
How? What?
I do.
How?
I really do.
That's crazy. How?
I feel like you don't realize it, like low-key, subliminally. A lot of things I have to agree on more than you have to agree on.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm just getting
I don't think he realizes, like, little things I will just kind of like let them fly, but like if I really wanted to, it wouldn't happen.
Okay,
I feel like I'm more to be like, listen, that shit ain't going through, and that's not happening, and that is that. But I feel like it's safer for me. We're about to get deep. You ready for this? I feel like it's safer for me as the woman to make you feel like you have more power. As the man, I feel like I try to let you have that.
Okay.
But that's realistically, I think I have and I hold more power.
But see, that's a good woman.
Family.
That's a good woman.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You give me the space to make me feel like I'm in control. But you secretly are the puppet master. So I respect it.
You playing checker, baby. I'm playing chess over here.
Listen,
okay?
I respect it because at the end of the day, and every man wants to lead their household. And if you feel like you control the big dog, I'm not mad at that. Because, women are more,
Like, if you think about it, the way the place looks, the way that you dress, the way that you...
But I do my part, though. Don't get it twisted.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just talking about, like... The decorate. Like, you...
Yeah, I don't pick and choose. I don't fight. I let you do your shit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just, like, on a little school.
But, I get what you mean.
The way that we dress, the way that I...
Yes.
I've gotten this boy's style, the way that...
Yes.
But I feel like a lot of things I put into place, but I don't...
I give it to you. I fuck with it. All right, so next question.
He's kind of trying to cut me off because
we agreed not to ramble. What's something I've said during an argument that you'll probably never forget?
I'm actually not gonna answer that question.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, next question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skip it too then. I'm gonna skip it too.
Yeah,
respectfully.
I don't think the YouTube can.
I never said nothing that bad.
No, but like I just feel no, like nothing like that. But like it's just, I feel like that's a little too personal.
Okay, no, respect it, clock it.
Yeah.
Next question. Have you ever felt like you've loved me more than I've loved you? When?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good question.
I think in the beginning, the first half of our relationship, I loved you more.
Yeah.
I loved you more. But this is the toxic side to this whole thing. I think, and this is what, okay, so if you're a young man and you're dating a bad bitch, I'm not talking like you think a bad bitch that you know and the world knows is a bad bitch. You feel me? This is how it goes. Usually when you get a bad bitch, she sees something a little special in you. You know what I'm saying? Special enough where she's not really rocking with nobody, so she could entertain you. As she gets to know you on a deeper level, you're actually a really nice guy. And when she sprinkles her sauce on you, right? She gets your hair a little different. She gives you a little bit different clothes.
Love don't cost a thing type of.
You know what I'm saying? She gets her little sprinkle in. Boom. Now you start getting a little more confident. Now people start to look at you that typically don't look at you. Then you start to feel like a guy now. You feel me? You start to, the bad bitch energy starts to rub off on you. You start to move like a real stepper.
But I feel like that's desirable. That's desirable. It's asking like more specifically love.
Not to say love, but I'm saying though, I feel like in the beginning I wasn't really as confident. Now, like,
What does confidence have to do with love?
No, but I feel like in the beginning, I loved you. Not to say, I'm not gonna say I love you any less, but I think I was very like.
You pursued me.
But I think
so
like
I feel like that's.
I would sweat you more. And this sounds very rude, but I think I sweated you more in the beginning. Because it's like I wasn't confident in who I was.
Okay.
But I think now, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't sweat you, but I'm also very sure of who I am.
Okay.
I also know like I'm not ugly. I do have a little weight, but I'm strong. I you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's about energy. I feel like now it's starting to balance out. I think to be honest, I think there was a time when I loved you more than you loved me more. But now I do think it's finally starting to balance out. Since we became parents, I think it's kind of starting to balance out. That's my honest answer.
That's a good question. Okay, that's a good answer.
Yeah, right.
I think I would agree for the most part. I think it was more you loved me more in the beginning, and I feel like it got to like a more equal level. But I do feel like the only place that I kind of teeter-totter with this answer is when it's more recent, like when it came to last year, like baby, fresh out of the womb, like. You know, I feel like both of us struggled, and I don't really feel like you struggle. Every parent knows the first year you struggling. I feel like, I don't know. It could have been weird. Like I think there's times where I loved you more. I think there's times where you loved me more. I feel like there's times we didn't love each other at all. No, that's just joking.
But you get what I mean. Obviously,
we disliked each other.
Of course.
I feel like it's very, very like.
But would you say that it's balanced out now?
For the most part, I believe it's balanced out more.
I just want to rush through these last. We got
no worries.
3 more questions.
All right, go.
If we broke up and people asked why, what do you think I would say and what would you say? I respectfully feel like we shouldn't answer that. Nah. Okay, so we're not going to answer that because that's a stupid question because we wouldn't break up. But next question, we got 2 more left. What's one habit of mine that makes you think this could be a real problem long term? I already know what you're gonna say. It's just my spending habit. I have a very bad spending habit.
I wasn't even thinking that, but yeah.
But you know what though? Here's the good thing about my problem is yes, I spend a lot. But I'm not gonna say I make a lot either, but I do spend a lot. But the good thing is I've identified that within myself. I've identified that, and I have really turn the other cheek, and now I've decided to tell myself no. Seriously tell myself no. I will see stuff and be I'm very impulsive. I buy stuff very impulsively. But now I have done, like I said, I force myself to be like, okay, I'm not buying that. You know what I'm saying? So at a point, for context, I had 2 PS5s, 1 Xbox. I sold all of them. I sold all of them.
More recently.
I recently
so
sold.
I'm gonna say like that. Yeah, he is working on this recently because we just talked about that bike that he has. Yeah. So.
And I'll tell you,
but no
right
worries.
Now, the bike's not going anywhere.
2026 Xavier.
Talk. But
He gonna be financially
free,
smart and free.
You feel me?
Period.
Do I have a problem of yours? Okay, so I don't know how you'll take this, but.
Tread lightly now.
I feel like your ability not to lock in, but to stay locked in.
Okay.
I feel like you're a person to lock in, but you're not a person to stay locked in.
Okay.
Like somebody could throw dirt in your eyes and you'll cry, you'll wipe it out, you'll work hard for a week, 2 weeks.
3 weeks? 4 weeks?
No, but you'll go back into your and that's like something that I think that could be a problem long term.
Yeah.
Like you need to be able to like sometimes light the fire, like really light the fire under yourself, and it needs to stay lit. And it needs to stay lit for 365 days.
You're right. Something I am working on. I am working on it, and I know, again, that's a part of my resolution. But yeah, I definitely need to grab things by the horn, which I do, but hold on to it for dear life and not let go, because Nikkida will be like,
I just saw the last question. That's just hot. It's a good way to end the video, but...
Okay, I will kind of sometimes just be like, okay, let me just let the horn go over there and, you know. But yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with that. I think both of those were... He answered both of them, but he answered them correctly.
I did. Okay, last question. If you had to be brutally honest, what's the hardest part about being with me?
Ooh.
That's a hard question to answer because I'm not easy to be with to begin with. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a headache. I know that for sure. I'm a headache. The hardest part about being with you, and guys, I'm trying to keep it like authentic too, for real. Like I'm trying to think like, it's hard. I really can't tell you anything off of that. The hardest part about being with you, I see the thing is, it's like, yo, here's the thing. I'm requesting for freedom of speech real quick. Yeah, I'm requesting for freedom of speech.
I don't know if we can get freedom of speech over here now.
Okay, well, I'm going to say it.
Just say it.
I'm going to say it.
Let's see.
Because
It may or may not get in the video. We'll see.
But, okay, so request granted. So, here's the thing, right? And I'm going to tell you first before I answer, I feel like my perception has changed a lot. Prior to like today, not just today, but I've done a lot of self-reflecting. I've changed a lot. But originally, my answer would have been intimacy.
Okay.
That would have been what I would have said.
Yeah.
That would have been like, let me just make sure I have the question in my head still. That would have been like the hardest part.
Yeah.
But what I've grown to realize is at a certain point in your life, like, yeah, of course, every guy loves intimacy. But the truth is, as you get a little older, you start to realize like there's so many different levels of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? There's the physical, there's the intellectual, there's the religious part, there's emotional. There's so many different parts of intimacy that I feel like us as men, sometimes women too, we don't give enough time for.
Yeah.
So physical, I would have originally said that, but since doing a lot of self-reflecting, I think I haven't done enough, and this was in the past, I haven't been emotionally available for you in certain ways where I feel like that's why intimacy, physical intimacy, not to say left, it just wasn't as strong.
Lacked, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like since obviously self-reflecting and doing a lot, having a lot of different approaches to arguments or situations or differences, I feel like I've really seen us become more physically intimate when I've made changes. So originally, I would have never saw myself to be a problem. I would have said, she just doesn't do it. But then as I became older, a little bit more wiser, I realized the approach to intimacy isn't just, oh my God, it's a little bit more soft. It's a little bit more gentle. It's a, good morning, baby, how are you? You want something to eat? You know, I got Zion breakfast already. I let her sleep an extra hour. You feel me? So I realized intimacy starts with those acts of service and you know, those things, and it just carries on throughout the day. Soft tone, you touch her softly, you gently, I rubbed her back last night. You feel me? Those little acts of service is what really boosts that hormone that leads to that. So my answer would have been that, but I've kind of solved that issue by looking self-reflecting. So I don't really think there really is. The hardest part about being with you is having to change myself. That's the hardest part because you challenge me to be a better person. And that's not always an easy journey. So that's the hardest part. Clock it.
Clock that. I really do like that answer. That was a really great answer.
I hope so.
My answer is a little different.
Oh, great.
As you guys heard him say, Xavier's a headache.
I am.
But he's my headache.
I am. That is true.
He's my headache. We have our ups and downs. Xavier has his ups and downs. But,
okay.
You know? But I just feel like, what was the question again?
What's the hardest part about being with me?
Yeah, it's just like, I feel like we learned to make things work, you know?
But you gotta be a little direct though. What's the hardest part about being with me?
I think we talked about both of them. It was as you heard him, like you said, like the laundry is not a great example, but like he's very like something bothers him.
I don't have it's 0 or 100.
Exactly. He doesn't know how to balance. Like he's not aggressive or nothing. Not with me. Can't do that. We ain't playing those games. So let me just clarify that.
See, the old me would have wanted to be macho, but I'm chill now. So I let her feel like she has it, you know?
No,
but
I'm not saying like that.
No, I get it though.
I'm just saying like I don't want them to think that like you're like 0 to 100 means like you're like breaking shit and trying to
No,
like,
no,
go.
no, I'm not
nothing
that
like
type of
that.
person.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is like when something bothers him, it really. If he loses something,
I turn
oh
up.
my gosh, he's like the end of the world. Like,
If I lose my keys or
oh
the
my
remote is
the
lost,
whole house has to feel it. Like,
yo,
you know?
I don't know, I get like I sweat, like not just like I literally start to drip sweat. Like,
and then everybody's arguing. He got the whole house
yeah,
arguing.
and you know,
even the
you
dogs
remember when
arguing.
Zion lost? What was it? The car key.
Yes, it was.
Oh
a
my
thing.
god, I could have cried,
my
bro. And you know what's so crazy? This might happen to you guys if you guys are kids. He took the car key and he threw it in the we bought pop. It was a case of pop and he put it in there. Who's looking in there?
No.
But you know, and I turned the entire house.
Yeah,
upside
like
down.
I'm like, it's gonna show up. It's gonna.
But
show
you know,
up.
I can't
and
just
he's
chill.
Just like, and that's where I'm like the chill one. I'm like, it's gonna show up. Don't worry. Like we drove home. It's in the house. And he's like, no, I gotta find it. The couch
Even
is upside
thinking about
down.
that, it just has me stressed.
The whole place is just it's chaos. But guess what happened?
It showed up.
Mama was putting the cans of pops away, or was I grabbing a pop to drink? Something. It was a bubbly, and I found it. You know, because that's all, like, you know, sometimes you just gotta be patient and let things just ride the wave. But I feel like that's just kind of more the hard part with you is just like, you know, when he gets passionate about something, he gets passionate about it, and it's like, which is good again because like I'll be honest, you guys, this video probably won't go up if it wasn't for his personality and for him acting the way that he acts. Because he is like,
gotta get to it.
He's like, let's get it. Like, they'll go, I gotta film it. We're done. All right, I'm gonna edit, post it. Boom, 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 boom. You know, that's more him. So it comes with its pros
and its cons,
but it also definitely comes with its cons, and that kind of gives a little headache sometimes. But that's mainly it. And then again, the financial spending, we already done spoke about that.
Yeah,
so
working on that though.
We're working on that, and I feel like.
Don't get it twisted. The spending habit comes with the making money habit too. So don't get that confused though. We make it, but we spend it. You feel me? So listen, that brings us to the end of the video. We've rambled long enough.
I hope you guys stayed.
And learned a little bit about us.
Yes. Learned a little bit about us, but pause. We want to learn a little bit about you guys. So out of all the 10 questions that we just
feel free to
asked,
answer one of them.
Answer one of them and comment it down below. We want to hear
some of your guys'
answers.
The raw answers down below. It'll be our little secret.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, thank you guys so much. It has been an amazing year. We wanted to drop a little long video for you guys. Some of you guys could just, if you guys are home, chilling, tune in, grab a drink, just chill with us. I hope you guys chill with us. And for those who did, we love you guys. You're the reason that we literally do this. 2025 has been a crazy, when I mean crazy, if only you knew. Crazy year for us, but we are still here, stronger than ever, and forever here we will be. Not in this house, but we will always be here together. Our little baby boy. And that's it. I'm really grateful for everything. More videos to come, more fun, more pranks, more traveling.
You got it.
You know,
it's all coming, guys. So just please stay tuned. And to you guys, I just need to wish you guys a fruitful, healthy,
and a blessed,
prosperous, blessed, in the name of Jesus. Okay? 2026. Yes. You guys, we are going to take the horn.
The bull by the horn.
The bull by the horn.
Slam here.
See? The bull by the horn. And we are not letting go for nothing. And that's just not just for me, not just for him. That's for y'all too. We're gonna kill it. 2026 is our year. Let's get it. We love you guys so much.
That's it from me.
That's it from me.
As the Drake family always say, that's it from the Drake family. Catch you guys in 2026.
Peace.